Hello, everyone. I have something I want to read you guys. I came across it this morning on LinkedIn, and it was a post from a job coach. And I'd really like to get your opinion on what this is saying and how you feel about it, what your thoughts are, and, get your ideas. So thank you for tuning in today. My name is Christy, and on this channel we talk about anything and everything over 50, the unexpected, the good, the bad, the ugly, and right now being unemployed. Excuse me, there's a lot of construction going on outside, so hopefully we get a bit of quiet. Sorry if it's a bit distracting. So anyway, yes, there is this post I want to read you guys. And like I said, I found this on LinkedIn this morning, and it's from a career coach. I'm not going to say their name because I just want to get your opinion on what they're saying. So I'm going to go ahead and just read it to you guys, if you don't mind. It says, stop asking recruiters for jobs. Start asking future peers for advice. In a job market flooded with AI-generated applications, the referral is the only fast track left. But most introverted leaders, handle the outreach all wrong. If you want to move from a cold conversation to a hot referral, you need a narrative shift. You aren't looking for work, you are positioning your expertise. So it says, first build rapport by liking people's posts. Okay, that's fine. No big deal. Reaching out in the DMs and starting a conversation. Great if you have something to converse about, right? If there's a job posting, you're interested, or if you want to ask about the company. Okay. Or you could just, like anybody else, look at their website. Anyway, let me continue. Here is what you can do for high-level outreach. Don't trust, aim for the hire manager. Look for people currently in the role you want or one level above it. So it says, don't just aim for the hiring manager. Don't contact the hiring manager. Look for people currently in the role you want or one level above it. They are the best source for insider culture and are often less guarded than recruiters. I'm sorry, but how the heck would you know who the people are that are in the position that you want to have? How do you go to the LinkedIn page and source them out? It's a little strange. Anyway, and it says here at the end, P.S. You can also target former employees to get the real tea. People feel pressured when asked for jobs, but they love sharing their expertise. I've been following company XYZ, growth in ABC, and as someone leading similar initiatives, I'd love to ask one or two questions about how your team approaches a challenge. Don't let the call end without a clear path forward. Based on what you've already shared about your team's goals, I believe my background. Okay, so just to me, and this is where I'm really confused, and I would really like you guys to help me out. Because how does this create an organic work environment? So especially for someone like me who is remote, I'm not just going to walk into an office building and talk to the people at the front desk about the company, and something like that. That seems normal. but going out of your way to search out someone within a company through LinkedIn or social media, or and then to just put yourself out there to this person who has nothing to do with hiring, has nothing to do with what's happening probably in the company. Even in a managerial position, you don't always know what the executives want or what the board members are talking about. In fact, most managers get it the last second. Oh, this just happened. Need to implement this new thing, right? Am I wrong here? Or does this sound like so fake it, fake your way in? Kind of harassing? I'm sorry, but this to me just kind of sounds like a stalker. I want to know, what Joe likes today. I'm going to go on here and see who his friends are and see what they're saying. It's just kind of weird. And another thing too is I asked my husband this morning as I was reading this. He hadn't left for work yet, and I said, how would you feel about, you really want a job with that company and you want to contact somebody, but you don't want to contact the hiring management or the HR department. You want to contact somebody who's in that position. I said, and what would you do? How would you do that? Because he's a more on hands kind of guy. And he said, well, first of all, he says, if I'm not walking into somewhere to get a job or to ask about something that they're advertising or have something in common to talk to them about, that would start a conversation to begin with, he's like, I'm not going to go online and search for a company to find out that the employee, that the job I want is a female, and say, hey, how you doing? He said, no way. And men don't usually, he says, communicate like this. He said, even if they're they usually find something in common first that strikes the conversation. And he said, and there's no way you would be disrespectful and go searching online for someone and then proceed to connect with them, especially, he's saying, if, they are female, because you wouldn't want to be given the wrong impression, which could be easily interpreted online as a wrong impression. So, and then you're trying to sell yourself as maybe something that's not exactly who you are, because you're not the kind of person who's just going to go do this on a regular basis. You're not a salesperson. So I don't know. It just seems kind of like the very fake way to get yourself into a position. And then all of a sudden, you're now working with a whole bunch of people that you have nothing in common with, because you had to put on a fake persona that you really enjoyed their conversation when maybe they were talking about stuff you could care less about. It just seems so unorganic these days, the way we're living. It's like, if you don't fit in to exactly how you're expected to be, or how, I don't even know how to put that. If you're not playing the role, if you're not an actor out here playing a role, it almost seems impossible for things to work out organically like they should. So no wonder everybody's so damn miserable. I don't know. That's just kind of where I was feeling with that. And I'd really like to know what you guys think. Have you ever seen a post like this before? Is this I asked, Gemini or something, hey, is this the normal? And it says, oh, you have every right to feel that way. Most people over 40 do find this kind of invasive. I'm like, kind of. There's one thing if you're advertising. There's another thing if someone just randomly seeks you out because you work for a company that they want to work for. I don't know. Anyway, that's just something I had to throw out there today because it just seemed strange. And I really would like your guys' feedback on what that's all about and how you feel about it and why you think, if you think it would be a great idea, why do you think it would be a great idea? I mean, I guess if you really do want to work there, but how many companies out there do you know that you really want to work at when you don't know what their protocols are? You don't know anything about the company. I don't know. I guess I just have a whole lot of questions about this, and maybe somebody out there's got the answer for me. I'd really like to know. So, yeah. Yeah. The other thing, this whole, so yeah, actually, if you guys like this video, please give it a like. Subscribe to my channel if you want to talk more about these things. So we'll be putting out videos every day as much as we can. And if anyone else might be, you think might be interested in my content, you can share this video with them. Or if they're a hiring manager and they understand this, or a professional coach and they understand this method of random weirdness to me, please, share my video with them and let them respond so I can understand more of what's going on. The more we know, the easier it makes life, right? So the other thing I wanted to say is, yes, I am only in my 3rd week, but making these videos and talking to y'all has just been kind of fun, kind of relieving from the mundane of just resumes and cover letters and job searching and recruiters that never call you back. You guys need to do better. But yeah, it's been, a thing to get on here. First of all, I was so scared. The first 3 videos, I'm sure you could tell I'm like completely choked up and can't talk, and now it's getting a lot easier, even though it still feels foreign to me to sit here and look at myself and talk. But, I really am enjoying it. This could be my new addiction, so beware. Maybe we're going to start coming out with more videos each day. Who knows? Because I feel the more I keep doing this, the more comfortable I'm feeling and the more eager I keep wanting to do more. So if you guys are also interested in getting on here and doing YouTube and making content and making videos or talking to yourself and not, in a weird way. If you're thinking about it, I would highly recommend my coach. He has a class under school or group under school, SKOOL, and it's called Common Sense Method. His name is Kevin, and he is constantly posting the most helpful, insightful videos that he can, and he's kind of broad spectrum. If you're a complete beginner, he's got information for you. If you're already with YouTube, he's got information for you. It's a really great group of people over there. Very helpful, very kind. So if you guys are interested in that, I will put that in the description box down below. A nice link to, to his page. Also, if you want your story to be heard, if you are struggling, if you are accomplishing achievements, we've been talking a lot recently about illness, chronic illness, and just our caretaking, things like that. And if you don't want to tell your own story for whatever reason, you're more than welcome to send me your story, and I will try and post it here on my channel just to get the word out, to let others know that in these hard situations that we are not alone, and there are others out there that are going through something, if not the same thing, but something similar. And just creating community, I think, helps create positivity, and positivity brings on good health. So with that being said, I hope you will have a great rest of your day. It is Wednesday, so halfway through the week already. It's going by so fast. I think I missed days, but I'm here every day. So anyway, have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you all soon.